Today, let's look at a project I started a few years ago called Apparatus. As a connoisseur of found images, I would occasionally visit the University of Oregon Library with my scanner. I was especially drawn to older books that looked like they might contain underappreciated images that might need to be rediscovered. In 2005, while perusing the stacks, I discovered the University of Oregon's archive of U.S. Patent Office gazettes. The university was an official repository of these documents, and their collection started in the 1880s and ran through the 1970s. Each bound volume contained around 4 weekly journals. The collection contained millions of images, mostly straightforward technical illustrations, but sometimes puzzling, visually engaging, and even poignant images. Though relatively rare, I was especially drawn to illustrations containing people. Drawings varied in their rendering styles. Most were clearly made by professional artists, but others were most likely drawn by the inventors themselves. In either case, many were surprising and sometimes charming. Over a period of months, I paged through the volumes, viewing many thousands of pictures, and scanned drawings that caught my eye. I focused my search on patents issued between about 1890 and 1960. After I went through several dozen volumes, I had a good number of pictures and decided to put together a print-on-demand book. I titled it Apparatus. My son Ben helped with the design. Even though I had enough pictures for a book, I felt I had only scratched the surface. A few years later, I discovered Google had digitized the patent gazettes and supported searches using keywords. I used the online gazette to supplement and strengthen the original Apparatus finds. Because my intent was to make a satisfying visual experience rather than convey information about the patent, I decided to simplify the drawings and present them on their own. Since some patent drawings had much labeling, and some had none, I decided it would be more consistent if the labeling were removed. Here's a time lapse of the process of removing the labeling from one picture in Photoshop. There was also a fair amount of cleanup work that needed to be done, like removing spots and other artifacts. In the final version, I introduced an off-white colored background which referenced the original paper the early patents were printed on. I feel that the labeling was interesting and it would have been okay to leave it, but that would have been a different project. I created another, larger format print-on-demand version of Apparatus with more pictures in 2015. I wish I could credit the original artists, but in most cases they were not acknowledged in the original patent material. In the book, I include the patent title, year, and number, allowing the viewer to find the original patent and get further information if they like. Besides creating the books, I also occasionally used pictures in other projects. My 2014 book, Oxide, includes some pictures that incorporate composited patent pictures. Here are a few of the images from Oxide. Now let's take a look at a selection of pictures from Apparatus. Thanks for watching, and if you like, you can find more of my videos on my YouTube channel.